back to my channel, Becoming iQueen-iEmpress. It's yours truly, iQueen-iEmpress, otherwise known as Nemoni. Now, for persons first-time viewers, welcome, welcome. I am just going to share with you why I started my YouTube channel. Now, I'm a single mom of 3. And I have one son, he's my eldest, and 2 daughters. My son is 10, and my daughter, my middle child, is 6, and my baby, Jamaicans say wash belly, is 4. I live at home alone with my children. I used to have a nanny that lives in, but because of the pandemic, I could no longer afford to have a nanny stay with my kids while I'm at work. Besides, I also work from home a bit. Now, if you notice, the rhythm of my video is a little bit more sober. The reason for this is that I am a little tired. Also, I wanted to touch on some points. So the reason I started this YouTube channel is basically to help other persons out there, mostly females, that have been through similar situations that causes them to be depressed. I struggled with depression for years, and severely so. I had a nervous breakdown in 2017, all of that, and people weren't aware of it. I decided to share this as a part of my healing journey. I am in a better place mentally, physically, spiritually now, and I'm doing this all out in a holistic approach to depressions outside of any medicines or anything like that. I am asking my viewers for a little bit of patience with me. I'm sorry if my videos are not coming through fast enough. And it's not because of the fact that it's not because of the fact that I am also busy, very busy, because it's not really easy being a single mom working and having 3 kids to supervise. It's really hard, but that's not the only, or that's not the main reason. The thing about it is my past it's very traumatic for me, and there are certain things that I've faced, I've healed as much as I can heal from, and I've buried them away. I buried certain memories away. So I have to sit down and try to remember as truthfully as possible. Right, so there's not everything is not at the forefront of my memory, of my mind, because I do not dwell on negativity. I do not dwell on negative thinking. I do not want anything to drag me down. I have been in a situation that a lot of people, a lot of females are facing, and some cannot even fathom. Right, they only hear about it. Now, I am sharing my journey. You'll be learning why I became depressed, what led to me being traumatized to the point where I almost killed myself. That is how far I'm coming from. These are the memories that I have to dig up to tell my story in my truth. To tell my story, to help someone out there that may be going through something that is similar and they really don't know how to cope, right? So I'm bubbly and all of these things, and I am the one, if you're from close to me, you'll know I'm always there to push, motivate, and to just be the life of the party. But when I am human as well, and I have to dig up my past and all of that pain, that raw pain, it is a bit hard for me. A lot of you might not know, I went through physical abuse when I was pregnant with my last child, and that was what traumatized me the most. Just those type of physical and verbal abuse, and I'm going to have to remember, good times, because I can't just talk about the negative times. I'm sharing my journey from the beginning so that you can see the transition or where things went downhill for me personally. I mentioned in my very first video, this video is not about pointing fingers at any one person. It's basically my account of what happened to me, right? You learn about why it took a while for me to even find the courage to escape out of that, and how after even coming out of that physically, how I had to reprogram myself, reprogram my mind, who helped me along that journey. You'll be learning all about that, and you'll learn about current happenings that do affect me and how I handle them now that I am stronger, I'm smarter, I'm more sober, I think more and reflect more. So just have a little patience with me, my viewers. I love you very much. You can like and subscribe if you have not. You can share with your friends. I really and truly want to be able to leave a footprint even when I pass. Even if it's just one person that can say, I listened to her story and I learned from it, and I am better for it. You understand? Because that's what I really and truly didn't have at the time, with somebody that can sit and just relate their story without being selfish about it. Because a lot of persons, they listen to your story, they, but oh, that you quarrel about, or that you feel away about what suppose you did on me, and I don't want to be that person. I want to be able to help in any way, and even for, not just for females but for males as well, because they themselves, whether we believe it or not, or whether we like it or not, they undergo a lot of emotional stress and pain. They feel depressed, they are under some abuse even from their female counterparts or their male counterparts, depending. So I am just here sharing that, and I want you to, have a little patience, please, with me, because it is something that is very hurtful. It is very, I may laugh and I make sound effects and so on when I remember certain things, because that's the beginning, and those are fond memories. But closer down, when everything is dwindling down and you're remembering certain emotions and you're saying, wow, and I know that what I have experienced in my past relationship, I know that it is affecting me to this day, because I find that I'm a bit numb. When it comes to the opposite sex, I really don't open myself up much to possibilities. I don't allow myself to feel. And it's not, nobody with anybody with your judgmental thinking, one person. No, it's not a person. Everything that happens to me is what I have realized that I have allowed. And remember, as if you are, I am of the mindset that I should have known better. But I also understand that fate, there are certain things that have to happen in order for you to realize who you are, to find your true self. And in turn, you can help someone else. My best friend said to me, my bestie said to me, there are persons that share similar experiences, but there are just few that are able to tell. And I am one of the few. That's what she said. So I will tell my story. There's no shame to my game, right? This one person did not damage me in terms of when it comes to males. There's a combination of things that, you know, I don't want to dip as yet into my life before that relationship in terms of growing up. But I will get there, because I want to really touch as well on, you know, childhood traumas, which I have experienced childhood traumas. But that one, that is something that I don't think that I have fully recovered from. So I'm really working on a lot of things. You know, I'm like juggling childhood and adulthood trauma, but you know, so with these things, the more recent things that happen, really, basically you have a cut, right? You have a cut, and the scab, and you see the skin over it, but underneath it's very tender. So you know that the scar hasn't fully healed. Yet maybe a little raise above your skin. The scab is over it, and a matter of fact, not scab, that skin that is there, that is a bit different from the rest. But under the skin is very tender. And then you're there, you're living with that. And that's fine, because you know how to deal with that. You know how to set your hand so that you don't hurt it, or you know not to squeeze on it. But then there's something that came and, you know, cut it or fall on it, and it does open up that. So all of that I have to heal from, and I'm telling my story from my adult experience, and I will be sharing, you know, other things, how my life is now, and how I cope with, and I believe I said that earlier, but how I cope with the pressures of my current life. And it is not easy. It is not easy, especially for someone like me that I don't ask for much. And saying that to say this, it's going to take time. I am remembering, and I'm going to make it as fun as possible. But there are going to be moments that it's going to be very, very emotional, because with a woman having 3 kids standing ready to take her own life, me looking at that now, hearing my own voice saying to me, what are you doing? This is not you. What are you doing? This is not you. That is how dark it got. That is how raw, how it was a really dark place. And I am in a really good place right now. And I didn't have to, you know, get drugged up for it. And I will tell you how I got here. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, new viewers, for subscribing. I hope you like my channel. Good night.